Morning again, and good morning again. Make me another post. I'm get ready to do some more cleaning. I'm gonna spray and treat around the house today. Like I said, I get up so early in the morning. Sometimes I get up 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3. I'm up every morning, reading, studying, trying to finish this course by my birthday, and get stuff ready for the day. Whatever I'm gonna do, it might be small to some people, but I've worked so hard many years for many years. I see a lot of people now that are commuting that have moved back to the Rocky Mount area and started commuting back to Raleigh. But I was doing that over 12, 14 years ago, really. Driving from Tarboro to Raleigh every day. I know what that drive is like. I used to leave the other side of Tarboro. I had to leave at 4:30 in the morning to make it to Rocky Mount, the other side of 5, and then try to get the other side of Zebulon about 6:30, so I won't get caught in that traffic trying to go into Raleigh. I was doing that 12, 14 years ago. So I know what that drive is like. Right now, like I said, my main focus is living within my means, being happy. Back then, it was costing me more to do all that driving. Sometimes it's more efficient for me to stay put and go do the calls I need to do up there in the area or here locally. I don't even have to drive. I don't drive as much as I used to. I can, but around here, it's local. No, man, I can either walk, or ride the bike, go see whoever I need to go see, and I drive the car when I need to go out of town. And take my son to school. He likes to ride bikes. We ride bikes and stuff in the afternoon. I come on back to the house, live within my means. And like I say, the Holy Spirit will reveal certain things to you. And many years, I use like certain clues that will just show up to me. And people are like, man, why you still here? Why you stay? Why I stay. That's why I stay. There was a time when I told myself I was going to quit and just like, I was going to walk away from many things. And I walked into a bookstore. I was actually in Dunn, North Carolina. There was what bookstore? It wasn't a bookstore. It was gosh, Ollie's. I stopped at the Ollie's in Dunn, and I walked in there where the book selection is, and that book was right there on the shelf, and it just stood out to me. That was around the time I was almost about to give up. And this was probably 8 years ago. That book stayed. Soon as I walked in, I was like, man, I'm just gonna stay put. And to a lot of people from the outside looking in, they misjudged me the wrong way. And the same people that misjudged me are the same ones who they really didn't even like me from the get-go. They barely didn't even socialize with me. I had associates, but they didn't really get a chance. They didn't know me, who I was. They went off their perception of what they viewed of me from what they heard from other people. That comes to this. Reposition yourself. Sometimes you gotta reposition yourself. Change the perception of how other people view you. You can't change it. And if you can't, that's because they already are stuck on and believing what they have heard from other people say about you. Like I say, I get up in the morning, took my son to school, come back here. Sometimes I be done so much from 2 a.m. to 6 than what most people do on a normal day. Because I can get online, do a lot of stuff online. Sometimes I sit back and I order equipment for other companies or people I got up there in Raleigh, and I stay out the way. I got 2 projects I'm going to be working on next week towards the Greenville area. And I'm just going to stay out of the way, live within my means. I might do 3 or 4 big jobs a year. My expenses are bare minimum. I don't have to pull out every dollar. I don't have to, all my money is coming in. Yeah, all money in. I don't have to spend a lot going out. And people will use you if you allow them to. Sometimes you have to allow them to and keep showing up to let them know that, hey, that's how you choose to treat me. After all I done show you, if you haven't recognized the goodness in me, that's on you. Sometimes people, or walk over their blessings, don't even realize it. And like in the Bible, it says, it talks about, yes, Jesus did. He turned water into wine. And I don't condone nobody for drinking or whatever they do, because everyone probably does something. I don't knock nobody for what they do. Just don't be a drunkard. It's just don't be a drunkard. I might have a drink every now and then, and I know my tolerance. I stay within my means, man. Do what I got to do. There's a level to everything, and anything you do too much of becomes a problem. People go to Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts every morning, and some people can't live without their coffee. Now that's a problem. These phones, after a while, will probably be a problem because some people can't go a day, some people can't go 24 hours without their phone. That's our problem. That's why sometimes it's important for me. I shut my phone off. Sometimes I don't turn the phone off, but I will distance myself from social media for 3 or 4 days, sometimes 7 days. I might go 15 days without posting something sometimes, just because, hey, I don't need to get too attached to doing this every day. But I have other things to focus on. But I like the post so people know what I have going on. Just whenever, like I say, man, don't misjudge a book by its cover. Because sometimes people do that. They judge it the wrong way without actually reading it or getting to the full print on the inside. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged, get into your word, feed your spirit, man. Be encouraged. Like I say, I've been doing air conditioning heat. That's me all day. I've been doing it. I started my own business in 2018, but I don't have a lot of supporters. But when I was working for another company, people were blowing my phone up left and right because they wanted me to come over and do service calls for them for free. And sometimes I'd rather not. I'd rather teach them how to fix their own units than go out there and get paid chump change. I could sit still and I'd be all right. That's the favor God has over my life. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged, get into your word, feed your spirit, man.